Unless they're considering something that I don't want to see, which is an Angela.
Angela mid.
Don't give that to Sean, please. No. You want Sean to kill.
You want to let Sean tap into what he's been able to do.
Mechaniques.
Yeah. Let him help carry the game.
To be fair, we did see an Angela do crazy amounts of damage. I remember, we were talking about this, and it was like, I think it was Midnight that was losing his mind to how much damage Super Princess Angela was doing.
And you know how I feel? Whoa, okay, I like this, Nathan. Stronger magic damage sources, so they fix their damage profile with the Nathan pick. And it is undefeated this season because it will hit that point of, wait, why can't we end this fight fast enough? Why is the Nathan just shredding through us? So now I feel like still go for the Novaria here.
That was the Kagura.
I think at some point it just comes down to comfort. And you can't deny Sean's prowess. Sean's adept with the Kagura.
Strong formation. While Twisted Minds have a very strong lineup for breaking all those formations that TNC want to build up. That if TNC aren't careful, they're just going to get shredded down by this Grok, by the Alice, and by the Kagura.
Twisted Minds are holding on for dear life. They lose this game, they lose the series. Their fate is out of their hands for hopes of making it into the playoffs. Game 2 with TNC.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Okay, we get the freeze by the Grok. Typical start. And yeah, this might be one of those games determined by which EXP laner is more active and the objective team fights. Unless Kaloy, of course, can show up with some surprising tech charges that will catch TNC off guard before the objectives begin.
Okay. Looking at this too, I think this is going to be more crucial on how Twisted plays. Whoa, Benny Cutie already burning? Whoa,
Benny!
Oh.
Damn, Nosha.
Already burning that too.
Yeah, starting it off hot as a Granger.
He's
aggro. Yeah, he is angry. Okay, that's a good start. That's how you want to start off this game if you're this Granger, because the 2 times we've seen Nathan played this season always ended up the same way. If you cannot stop his farm or delay him, he will hit that point of, there's nothing you can do to stop me before I kill you.
Yeah.
Hey! I did not expect Kaloy to debut with this. I could have sworn he had like at least 1 or 2 games. 3 more trying to take down Lansu.
That was, I'm surprised, but good usage of the flicker there too for Lansu to survive that.
3 more showing off why he's so adept and one of the iconic Arlott players in this game. Yeah, the ongoing theory is that, of course, Alice is one of the most difficult to... Yeah, she has a very strong level 2, and Arlott's one of the heroes that suffer against that. But 3mar says, nah, I can make it work. And he's beating Lansu in lane so far.
Oh, the pressure here.
Oh, I thought he would commit the shadow kill.
I did too. I thought I was ready to see MP the King do that, but decided not to instead. I guess just go ahead and play a little discipline here.
To be fair, I think he was just trying to force out the flicker without using his ultimate. Because if ever he did throw out the shadow kill, then Lancey could just use the flicker in a certain direction to cancel out the shadow kill of the Hayabusa.
Oh, bottom side still going to be going. Lansu will tank up quite a bit of damage. Going to use the final slash though. Lansu's gone. Not sure what happened there. 3mar gets the first blood. They're going to be looking for Kaloy. He's going to get dragged back by the Lantern. 2 kills now on the board for TNC.
That's all TNC. Nothing on the board for Twisted. Sean gets flushed out. TNC goes straight for the turtle.
Is it just weird? Does it feel like Lancer overestimated his capabilities as a non-level 4 Alice?
He's probably like, I've seen this before, but why am I not surviving longer here?
I'm not erased, damn it!
He's not even level 4 yet. There's now a 2-level gap between him and 3mar. He's gonna hit level 4 now, but that was not the right play and right time, Lansu.
Yep, the damage has been done. So consider that lane 1. And now all TNC has to do is take care of gold because, again, that is maybe one spot that Twisted Minds kind of technically won. It's a TKO for Nosha.
Yeah, Nosha's winning the lane.
Whoa! 3mar is going to feel the set this time. Lansu making it work. Shadow kill going to be used too. They got to respect Sean's damage with the umbrella here. But hey, what a tech charge from Kaloy.
Yeah, one of the conditions for Kaloy to commit plays like that outside of the objectives, and one of the conditions we laid down for Twisted Minds. Nosha has straight up beat Benny Cutie in lane. He only just hit level 4 because the siege minion, or the gold card that Benny Cutie could have hit level 4 and a good gold spike with, was freezed out by Nausea under his own tower. So it just goes to show that Granger's the one setting the tempo, which is why Chaknu is now trying to help out Benny Cutie here.
Oh man, the MOBA has to babysit Benny.
Wow.
Oh, he's trading!
Benny's going to want to actually trade with him, but again, he's just a bit behind, and he doesn't have enough damage on this Nathan yet. Look at the rest of the team, Twisted.
Uh-oh.
They should be able to capitalize something on this, but Benny and Cutie and Chaknu feel it, so they'll back off. Twisted won't be able to go in any further.
That must be frustrating. Nausea was bullying not just Benny, but Benny and Chak.
Oh yeah, look at the lead he has.
Yeah, already got to rush the Hunter Strike. No wonder why that that high loss felt like paper in front of that Granger. Ooh, they really need to balance out their gold lane here because the efforts of TNC so far are getting cancelled out by the fact that Benny Cutie is losing lane and that Nausea is starting to go crazy with this farm and the damage. I wouldn't be surprised if they just decide to send Granger to the second turtle they can and then get some Sky Piercer stacks on him if he has it. No, he did. He rushed Hunter Strike, so he can't build Sky Piercer just yet.
And that's what's scary. Nausea hasn't even started double lane. Here he's gonna make his way down. A little bit of breathing room for Benny Cutie. Twisted Mind starting the turtle, pulling it slightly over to their side. Chaknu engaging on Kaloy. You can see that Nausea's firepower hitting it hard.
Lancer jumping in with one right into the tech charge too. Chaknu just disappears. A good combination of the crowd control that Twisted has. Benny staying topside. This is a numbers advantage for Twisted, and it should just be a turtle in their favor after that setup.
Yeah, that was a perfect Throne of Ruin by Lansu, and follow up with the tech charge by Kaloy. And add to that, he even got to put up a rampart to make sure that Zyda wouldn't be able to help deal a little bit more damage that could have turned it around for TNC. Another
Just
wall.
That wall, man. That one's not broken.
Yeah, again, this is exactly why we wanted to see Kaloy in something more proactive, something that you can feel his impact right away, not just a sponge like a high loss. And he's been great on this Grok so far.
You could do that combo either way. Charge into the throne or throne into the charge. That alone is a game-winning combo for Twisted Minds, and they can ride this to a strong lead. Already 1,000 up. The map is equalized. Top lane goes over TNC. Bottom lane to Twisted Minds. And how did this happen? How did Dreamar find all this farm? He's still over on Lansu.
Yeah, just a little bit. I think that's still the effects of his early game lead that we're seeing, which is why he has a slight lead.
What does TNC want to do here? Sumar going to jump in. He doesn't have a flicker. Goes with the final slash anyway for Sean. Glorious pathway to cut him off. Kaloy, though, perfect positioning to knock up multiple members. Now with the Mountain Shocker, they take out Nausea. So still looking for more. They're quite low. MP joining the fight. He's going to be able to jump in. Benny Cutie and Zyda still alive. MP holding on to the shadow kill. He won't pop it. So they go for an exchange, and Twisted will win that one. Benny? Yeah, he's not going to catch Sean there.
So often it happens that it's Benny and Zyda left.
Yeah, bit of a desperate play there by TNC. I mean, we know that they were trying to find a bit of a clapback somewhere. But I feel like that was way too expensive. They all just stood together and didn't respect that the Grok could just mess him up. Again, another great Earthen Rampart and tech charge coming out of Kaloy.
Quick reflexes from Twisted Minds, helping them keep this close to 2,000 gold lead. They're keeping it tight. Turtle spawning in the lower quarter. Final turtle. And it's TNC first to the scene. But it's not going to be as free as we think it is, because Kaloy already has eyes on him. Mountain Shocker. Zyda hitting the turtle from the opposite broken wall. Twisted Minds are ready to respond.
Yeah, they got the space to work with. There it is again. The jumping from Lansu will find Dreamar. He is out even before he can final slash. Chaknu's going to be next. Double kill for Sean. The rest of TNC has to back off. Benny just trying to push in that mid lane. That's going to be a fought turtle. Once again, going in the hands of Twisted.
Charge up Throne of Ruin. Throw out the Crimson Gleam. Jump in. Flicker forward to close the gap. Another perfect combo by the Alice of Lansu.
Is it just me, or did it seem like TNC had no plan post-engage? They don't seem to have a response to the Throne tech charge combo.
Yeah, all of the crowd control, the combo. TNC can just stand and watch. And again, it's the difference. You have a much more proactive roamer on one side and a high loss on the other, and just like the high loss, you can stand and watch, try to do something, but it's not going to be enough with all the buttons and all the value getting thrown out by all the crowd control that Twisted Minds has.
And it just feels like, you know, what we saw in Game 1 where the high-lows for Twisted Minds for Kaloi was being thrown in the air, and it's the same thing for Chaknu when he gets tech charged.
Yeah. Hylos is not that valuable in situations like this. We haven't really seen Chaknu change the game. He's always been reactive when he drops the Glorious Pathway in this 9-minute bout.
Yeah, because of the strong setup combo that Twisted Minds has, it's been easy for Sean to thrive. 5-0 on N2 on this Kagura. Glowing Wand and a Genius Wand as well. Sky Piercer for Nausea already built earlier. On the way to his third item. TNC, they really just need to play around Benny Cutie at this point.
Yep.
And try to keep the farm close for Zyda because that's your secondary carry. 3 more Chaknu and Lancy, they're just all utility for the main course. Good use of the wall there by Kaloi to make sure that Twisted Minds will still have control in the upper quadrant of the map so they can freely push the turret. And that's another one down.
Wow. The simple solution of how do you stop your opponent from defending that turret? You keep him away from the turret. There's nothing TNC could have done.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they have to do, though. Just buy enough time to allow Benny Cutie to get to that point where the Nathan, you know, we're so used to seeing, well, we don't see him picked up often, but when he does and he gets the items that he needs, he's able to burst someone down. But I'm questioning if he's even going to be able to do that or get in that position to do it against Twisted, because if they actually go and try to contest this Lord, I think they lose that fight, and this is just looks like it's going to be a Lord in the hands of Twisted.
Yep, that's a painful pill to swallow. As a member of the Phoenix Army, they all had to agree there's no way we're going to contest that. The utility is just through the roof. Twisted Minds is just a stronger fighting unit at this point in the game. 10 minutes in, TNC going to hunker down to defend.
Yeah, Benny Cutie only has a Feather of Heaven and a concentrated energy at this point, and still that's not going to be enough. You're waiting for the third item on this Nathan at this point for him to really activate. Which is why they're just trying to make sure the Benny Cutie can get as much farm as possible, while the secondary main damage dealer for TNC Pro Team, Zyda, doesn't have the Endless Battle just yet, still only up to 100 Strike and War Axe. With the lead that Twisted Minds has, not enough. Lansu might just throw his body here, Throne of Ruin to force a Game 3 to try and end it right here, right now, so that Benny Cutie cannot get to the point where he can turn it around for TNC.
You know what, in relative context, Zyda hasn't been struggling as much as I thought he was. He's just down like 200, 300 gold.
Yeah.
Could have sworn it was worse.
They really just lost the rest of the map. Them losing the gold lane, I think, hurt TNC more than they realize.
Yeah, especially with this Nathan pick. Whoa, they're going to be able to catch MP, though. MP will get away with the Shadows, so they keep him alive. Good thing for them, but the Holy Shields will keep TNC into this game so far. They're going to pop the Conceal. What is Chaknu going to do here? He knows MP's grabbing the purple buff, throwing a Ruin again in the backside, and Zyda's gone! And now Benny Cutie working with the space that he has. Shadow Kill is going to be used. 3 more tanks up, all of it. He's down. Now Lansu. Finally, Benny Cutie will be able to pick up a kill. They still hold on to their base turret because the wave isn't pushing in yet.
A 3-for-1. That's miserable. 6,000 gold.
Yep. Minion waves up top and end in mid. Twisted Minds still might be endable, but Lancy and Zyda not too far off.
Far off, your top base turret goes down. MP takes a shot. They're going to work on this mid turret. Sean flickers forward. They're going to go for Benny. Benny can't get away. A good combo there, and now Chaknu on the run with the Glorious Pathway. But it looks like TNC will stay in this game for now.
Oh, despite the really good start by TNC, again, them losing gold lane really hurt their rotations and their chances to end it at game number 2. No Holy Crystal just yet for this Nathan, and just as we expected before the initial entry of Lansu, he's at this point where he can just throw himself in front and throw a Throne of Ruin, and that throws off TNC Pro Team's capability to team fight and defend.
30 seconds until the Lord spawns. TNC have so many things to think about, more than just contesting. They have to consider where they're going to get the farm to finish Benny Cutie's kit. How will they take advantage of Trimar and Lancy's crowd control synergies? And where does Chaknu find a good way in? Because so far he's only really been there to welcome Kaloi's entry. Other than that, the Hylos can't even man mark. He can't even find MP the King.
Yeah, at this point, the Glorious Pathway is like a welcome mat.
Yeah. It's the red carpet to come fight us, basically.
Yeah, even though Twisted Minds get slowed under it, it's like, oh, right, sure, thanks for the regal entrance and welcome.
But that's what I'm saying, too. Their heroes allow them to even... Technically, kind of ignore the Glorious Pathway in a way. Like, they can get enough space that they need to.
Yeah.
Even with the flickers that they have here for the battle spells.
If anything, it's Nosha who only really has the walk.
Yeah.
Everyone else has another way in and through TNC. Lord number 2 goes over to Twisted Minds, 13.5 minutes in. Gold lead going up to almost 9,000. What does TNC do? Because even on a wave clearing front, they're kind of lackluster. It's Benny Cutie really who only can do this quick enough.
Yeah, it's all counterplay at this point. It's all error punish. But with the massive lead that Twisted Minds has, even if TNC gets a wipeout, I don't think they'll be able to secure a one-way end. I don't even think Twisted Minds will allow that wipeout to happen. There will at least be one guy open. But with all of the minion waves crashing and not enough turrets on the side of TNC to take down yet, they can't one-way. They have to do this multiple times.
That's unfortunate. Again, Chaknu half health before this defense. Final slash going to be used already. Lansu will drop the Throne of Ruin. They crash in with a tech charge, forcing the pressure, and that's it. They're just wiped out here. It's only Benny Cutie left against the full force of Twisted Minds, and we're going to Game 3 like we did in the first half of the season.